It's double gamer time in MLB for Tuesday night. Teddy covers from WagerTalk.com with a couple of West Coast wipeouts to talk about to close out the evening. We'll break down the Angels and the Blue Jays. We'll break down the Mets and the D-backs right here in this video. Again, Teddy covers from WagerTalk.com. And looking at my odds logic live odds screen, let's start with the Angels and the Blue Jays. This is pretty much a pick'em game. I mean, Toronto minus 115 on the highway, total sitting at 9. It's worth noting the Blue Jays went 7-0 against the Angels last year. 6 of those 7 wins came by multi-run margins. It was a dominant series, 2 series for Toronto against LA. And then also worth noting, the Blue Jays were favored in all 4 home games last year, minus 145 or higher. But the 3 games in LA, like tonight's game, they were all in the plus 105 to minus 105 range, comparable to what we're seeing this evening. The Angels are sitting at 13-20, but it doesn't really tell the story of LA when we talk about their record. This team started 9-5, and they're 4-15 since. Absolute bottom feeder. 1-8 in their last 9 ball games. And I'm really trying hard not to put my money on the bottom feeders. You know, I don't want my money on the Angels, the White Sox, the Marlins, the Pirates, the Rockies. In fact, I went back and looked before I shot this video. I've had 3 bets all year on those 5 teams combined. 2 were on overs in a total. And then I had the Chi Sox in a 1-0 loss. 0-3 backing those teams. And the Angels, make no mistake about it, this team is a bottom feeder. They will be at or near the bottom of the AL standings this season. They are 5-1 for starter Tyler Anderson. And he's been pretty good. He allowed only 21 hits, 10 earned runs in 6 previous starts this season. That being said, the fielding and independent pitching, the FIP says his ERA should be above 5. He's ranked number 74 out of 88 starters with enough innings to get ranked in FIP. And that tells us we're supposed to expect regression from Tyler Anderson moving forward. Toronto, worth noting, top 10 batting average and tied for top 10 in OPS against lefties. So they fared well against starters like Anderson so far this season. Before I talk about Toronto, I do want to let you know about what's going on right now at WagerTalk.com. It is $5 Tuesday. Every Tuesday, $5 Tuesday, WagerTalk. We've got feature plays, $4 or $5. All the cappers have it. Mine is in the NBA, 3-0 with the last 3 in the NBA, 80% here in May in the NBA, 87 and 59 in the NBA playoffs over the last 4 years. Get my best bet in the association tonight, just $5 over at WagerTalk.com. Visit my page, wt.buzz/TC to get on board. So LA's got plenty of issues. Toronto's got issues too. All right. This team can't score. All right. The 23 homers, the fewest in all of baseball, 120 combined runs. Now 13 out of 15 American League teams in runs scored this season. That being said, this quote from Bo Bichette stood out to me. And I know Bo Bichette got going a little bit this past weekend. Quote, "I like our at-bats recently. We're capable of so much more." And they've done something, 4, 3, 5, 4, 7 runs scored their last 5 games of their homestand. They're showing signs after they scored 2 or less in 6 of their previous 7 prior to that homestand. Toronto had an off day to travel. That's certainly a good spot in terms of when you got to fly out to the West Coast. Better to have a day off in between. And they've got the better of these 2 bullpens. So the only way I can look in this one, Blue Jays as short favorites, lean to the under as well. Neither a client play for me, but both. That's my 2 opinions, Toronto and under for the first game here. Before I talk about the Mets and the D-backs, I do want to let you know about some of the great offers right now at WagerTalk. But first, do me one solid. If you like this type of analysis, just hit that like button. Boom. Makes all the difference. We appreciate it very much. Comment below. Let us know what you think about my plays. Agree? Disagree? Am I an idiot? Am I a genius? The answer is somewhere in between. But please let us know what you think below. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. What do we have? 200,000. We finally got to 200,000. That's an impressive number. Join us, and you'll get instant alerts every time these videos go live. Worth noting, in addition to $5 Tuesday, it's also the last day of the 2 weeks all access. Get the 3rd week for free. That's less than $10 per day for every play every day for the next 3 weeks. Just visit my page, wt.buzz WagerTalk.com/TC to get on board with $5 Tuesday play, or buy 2 weeks, get the third free. Again, less than $10 a day gets you every play in every sport for the next 21 days. Let's talk about the Mets and the D-backs, looking at my Odds Logic live odds screen. And again, 7-day free trial for Odds Logic. I encourage you. Once you start using a live line service, it's really hard to go back. But check it out. oddslogic.com/Teddy. Get you 7-day free all-access trial for our odds product. And it is good. Odds Logic live odds screen right now says basically a pick-up game. Arizona -110. Total sitting at 9. We've seen a bunch of money towards the over in this ball game. Yet the Mets, 21-14 to the under in their first 35 games. They cashed it under again last night, despite both bullpens getting slapped around. Both bullpens gave up 3-run innings. The under still cashed in that ball game. So the Mets have been profitable for under bettors. That being said, I don't know that carries moving forward. All right. They scored 23 runs in the first 4 games of this road trip, 32 runs, I should say, in their 4 games on their previous road trip, and 45 runs in the previous 9 road games before that. That's 5 per game. So this lineup is hitting. They're hitting very well away from home. 12-6 since mid-April. They're playing good ball. I don't expect the Mets to be a long-term under team. The lineup is too good. And the Mets bullpen, I'm telling you, it's overachieved so far. There's a lot of question marks in that pen. They're not playing great baseball right now. 5-6 their last 11 games. They lost 2 out of 3 at home against Arizona last week, and then lost 2 out of 3 against St. Louis. They did win 5-4 last night. It's worth noting the weak opposing schedule for the Mets. The only teams that they played that they currently have a winning record, Athletics aren't a playoff team. Phillies during their only slump, and they lost 5 straight. And then Arizona, who's sitting at 18-17 right now. So the Mets, at least some of their success in early season play has come because they haven't really stepped up in class a whole lot. Now, Arizona's bats have cooled off. They scored 4 runs or less 6 times their last 7 games. They just had the 1 outburst on Sunday in Philadelphia. They're 4-8 their last 12 games. That includes 1-5 their last 6 at home. They're just 3-7 against left-handed starters like David Peterson. And Peterson, he pitches to contact. You know, his last 2 starts, 25 ground ball outs compared to only 4 strikeouts. But Arizona just saw him last week. It's a short turnaround second look for the D-backs against a pitcher who solid, but he's not elite. You know, and again, he faced 20 batters, 5 innings, 1 run allowed, 85 pitches. The Mets are 5-1 in his 6 previous starts. That has a lot to do with his ability to get a jam and the Mets being able to score runs for him. I continue to think the Mets are an over team, even though that hasn't been the case in early season play. Certainly, we saw the bullpens get hit last night. I'm not convinced either starter here is going to go deep. And these are 2 lineups we want our money on. If I'm playing the Mets and D-backs today, I'm looking at the over. Every sharp dollar's come on the over for this ball game. We're already sitting at 9 with juice right now. The value's been taken out of it a little bit. Certainly, there were 8.5 minus juice at the open yesterday. That being said, Mets D-backs over is the only way I would look at this Arizona-New York matchup tonight. Thank you so much for watching Wager Talk TV. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the $5 plays at WagerTalk.com and have yourself a great day on Tuesday. Thanks for watching Wager Talk TV. Cheers.